Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to our continuing Let's Play of Caribbean Legend. As usual, we're going to start off by going over comments from yesterday's video. And just a quick heads up, I realized it after I finished playing yesterday, and I was going about work yesterday, and I'm like, when I was at Port Royal, I meant to do Claude's quest, and then I got the treasure, and I was going through the treasure, and I just forgot all about Claude's quest. We will probably head back there either this episode or first thing tomorrow. But yeah, that's on me, guys. Okay. So, going over the comment section, I did get a comment about the Mangarosa. I think I mentioned at some point yesterday when looking at items. And to progress in the quest, I have to talk to the potion seller slash plant seller in towns. Now, I know for a fact that I have done this before after getting my first Mangarosa, that I went to talk to them, and they were just like, hey, I don't know anything about it. Try asking somebody else. And so I kind of like mentally put that quest in the back of my mind. But today you guys brought it up and were like, hey, why aren't you doing this quest? And I was like, I don't know what to do with this quest. The game doesn't really tell you. It just says you'll eventually find somebody that knows more about it. And so what it turns out is that I have to ask multiple times at the potion slash plant sellers until one of them gives me the next step in the quest. Why it would be that way, I'd have to intentionally just randomly ask them a couple of times to get the info. I don't know, but that's the way it's set up. So that is what we're going to do. So we will start working on that quest line as well. The other things to go over here is, let's see here. Okay, so when it comes to, let me get into the game real quick. Actually, am I still on Port Royal? I think I am. No, I'm on Krakow, because I got the treasure map, and I was like, I better freaking go. Because I wanted to get one more treasure in yesterday, that's right. When it comes to crafting, what am I looking for? I'm looking for here. So, for example, this is called a bench and toolbox. It's listed in here as an instrument. The crafting menu, I think, is unnecessarily labeled poorly compared to what items are called in your inventory. Now, I can make the connection between ingredients and component, but not as much between tool and instrument. I don't know why the crafting menu, they chose to use different words for how to call things other than what they're called in the game. So, like, for example, a folding knife is called an instrument. The tailoring tools, instrument. The bench and toolbox, instrument. And where's the other one I'm thinking of? When you gotta craft a potion. The alchemist chest, instrument. Mortar and pestle, instrument. But here's the thing. In the perks tree, I know I'm getting a bit ranty here. Recipes no longer require tools. Grants a 15% chance to save on potion use. And here it calls them tools. But the thing is, it does not apply to all instruments. It only applies to certain instruments, which led to a lot of unnecessary confusion in the usage of words. What I would like to see is devs change from instrument to tool the items that this perk affects, so that way players know what it affects. Now I get it's not for everybody, this information. It's for like newer players to be able to just pick up the gameplay and understand what they're looking at. It's unnecessary confusion to have the same term apply to items differently and then have different terms apply to the same items as far as what they're being called in the game. It's not a major thing, but it is a quality of life thing that I think really should be addressed. So like folding knife, this doesn't affect, but toolbox, apparently it does affect. Same with alchemy chest and the other one. So I'm 100% buying this because now I don't need it when I go to craft these things. So notice how the requirement for those items is gone. See how there's no alchemy chest, no toolbox. They're all just removed from this menu. That's not something you would think. Like the mortar and pestle's still there. The folding knife is still there, even though they're the same labeled as instruments. There's some kind of like quality level of the instruments that they're applying behind the scenes. But yeah, that's my rant for the day, guys. We're moving on. Just wanted to get that out there because it's been on my mind and bothering me. Yeah. So outside of that, not too much else. Let's see here. Just go over. Yeah, the rest of it's mostly just little bits of information, correcting stuff previously. So like quick tapping with the musket, the idea is that I'd have to have the musket out. So if I do this, pull it out, and then I were to quick tap Q, it'll auto lock and shoot at somebody. But it will only do that with the musket out as the primary weapon. Quick tap queuing with your sword out just applies to the sword, to the pistol. But yeah. All right. So let's prioritize what we're doing today. I don't believe I currently have a map. Second. Okay, there we go. All right. So I don't currently have a map. I'm pretty sure. Let's put away my musket. Double check. We have a part of a treasure map. We don't have the whole one. We're at 3 out of 10 now. I only need to apply this when I enter a cave, but because of the way I play the game, where I'm doing small sections most of the time, I know I will forget if I take it off of me and put back on like the adder stone or one of the other items, one of these other items. So I'm just gonna leave it on me for now. But I know it will be better if I were to put one of those other items on slightly, while I'm not actively going to collect a treasure. Alright, let's see if we can find our way out of here real quick. I can just go out here. Ooh, but then can I find my way from here? Just gotta go ahead and rest till morning. Alright, let's try the right. Nope. Let's patrol here. Another bay here. I might have to go back in the cave and go out the other entrance. Unless this way is how I can get back. But how you guys all doing today? I'm gonna actually drop this episode in the morning at my usual stream start time for today, so that you guys have some Caribbean Legend content at the normal time on a Sunday. And then the live stream will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. EST. As when this video is published, I will be on my way to spend the day with my family celebrating our Thanksgiving, as all of my siblings from across the country are gathering this weekend. And so we'll get to spend the day with my sister and my other siblings at my mom's house to celebrate Thanksgiving. Alright, so let's see here. Potion seller, where are you at? Alright, so this one. It's an interesting plant, a very... Of course. The first one I ask now tells me. I'm pretty sure even in this playthrough I've asked before. Rosa, I don't know what it's used for, but there is an interesting fact about it. Nomadic gypsies and savages show great interest in these plants. I once saw a gypsy pay a handful of gold for just one stem like this, but I have no idea why they would need it. Well, it's something at least. Now I know where to ask. Thank you very much. Alright. Let me see if I can find the gypsy in town. Also, Noble?
Ah, at last. A worthy conquest.
A man who basically was my father is serving in the Finally, we get another Noble mission. I've been asking these guys for a while. He doesn't even know that I am here as well. I'd like to meet him, yet I have neither the time nor opportunity to find him. I take it you want me to find the captain and tell him about you? Exactly. Find him and tell him that I live in this town, and I will pay you for your services. His name is Winandus Schilder. He serves on the Caravel Camille. He often visits Guadalupe. I will pay you for this work, 40,000 pesos in gold doubloons. I'm glad that we made a deal. I will be expecting your return. Where will I be able to find you? Let's clarify this now. Local church between 6 and 8 p.m. All right. Oh, she's got a lot of jaguar claws. I don't need that many, but I'll buy a couple. So I think on this island, she's the... Unless there's another one walking around town. This island's got a big city, so... I don't know if I'll find... who I'm looking for. Oh, sailor.
We got into such
No,
a
can't do 12. I think I
storm.
can do 10, right? Yeah, 10. Alright, let's hit up the tavern, see if there's maybe a map seller. I don't see any exclamation marks. Alright, so we'll head over to Port Royal to do that quest.
Ensuring the safety of the town is a serious task.
Did I not dock here? Ooh, I docked somewhere else, didn't I? Oh crap, I gotta remember where. Yeah, I didn't dock here. I docked Lighthouse, maybe? It's a problem with finding the treasure and then logging off. I don't remember where I parked my boat. It's okay though, we'll find it. This... Here we go. So you're gonna be lighthouse or fort this way? Fort.
A job is a job, and mine is not worse than anybody else.
I think I've already seen this guy's inventory. Doesn't look like it updated since I last checked. Aha! I did find it. I remembered passing him on the way to the cave. The only reason I found my ship. Alright, now, I know we got pirates coming in, huh? Let's take them into the port.
I see a pennant.
Gentlemen of Fortune, defend.
Load the bombs. Load the cannonballs.
Oh, that is not a good angle for me to be sailing at.
Right side, ready to fire.
Oof.
The left side, ready to fire.
We just crit hit each other, apparently. I want to get closer to this ship so we can do some damage. Oh, they're gone. Oh, they're coming right at me now. Oh, I sped up too much. Oof, they set a fire on me. I'll try and pull them back towards the fort, but getting an angle on the fort's not easy. Yeah, like intentionally sail away from it a bit. Just gonna speed it up. There we go. Hold them in range of the fort. Oh, they intentionally went out to try and put the ship between us.
Right side, ready to fire.
The ship is keeping its distance very well. It is being very smart about not coming in too much closer. Unlike its buddy that got sunk. Alright. We're going in. They got a good hit there.
Take no prisoners.
Alright, we're taking it. Oh. That's not the right guy I aimed at.
The devil take me.
Not bad. Not bad. Oh, that didn't do nearly as much damage. Get out of here. There we go. Oh, this is another one where he's got the cannons that are bigger. It seems to be a common thing in the Gentlemen of Fortune ships, maybe? Oh, wait, no, I'm reading this wrong. This number is bigger when it's the manually updated one. But, Pillaging, hull restoration 5 to 15%, sail restoration 12%, masts are not restored. Okay. Crew transfer, nobody wants to join. We definitely need some ammo back after that fight. Alright, sailcloths, yep. So we're gonna want to fix up our ship. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up on this stuff. Alright. What is this, brig? Goodbye, brig. Alright, let's continue on. Yo. New. Oh, there was a thing I could have grabbed there, but I would have had to have backtracked. I don't want that Spanish ship catching me before I get to port. Wait, what? Why is my honor decreased? Can somebody explain to me why my honor was just decreased when I went into port? I'm confused about that. Oh. Map? I don't see a map.
We're always happy to serve our customers.
No map. Alright, let's see here. I think I need some more naval perks. Okay. We are looking for gypsy women, sailors, any of that stuff. Here we go. That's another shopkeep one. Let's take the vampire wing, though.
Come on, don't irritate me.
You have water by any chance? I'm dying of thirst. Huh. Why does that reminds me of, like, Pokemon games where you had to bring water to the guards of that one path in order to get into the city? Like, you had to bring water to them. How do I get water for them? I've never seen water as, like, a item.
With the empty pockets, I trust, huh? You haven't stopped by with the empty pockets, I trust, huh?
Not seeing anybody I'm looking for, so we're gonna start checking some houses for Claude's quest. I'll start on the right and work my way around.
Pirates are wreaking havoc. Products are getting more and more expensive.
Molly
and
Hine.
it's only going to get worse. You can trust me on that one.
Land has become very valuable in our day and age.
Gervais Goodall. Okay. Laws of hospitality. Mind if I go downstairs? Or no, that is downstairs in this house's layout. Interesting. So what's out this door? Okay, so there is no downstairs in this house then. It's got two no wait. It did lead somewhere different. Huh. That house has a shortcut to go around this building. Oh, this is a fancy house. Supposed to be a governor's house? With no governor? They home? No? Money? I didn't expect to run into that interior design outside of governor's houses. It's kind of cool.
Oh, if my husband saw us.
Alright, another married woman hanging out in her house. House by the Gate. Is that the one where we fought those guys before? I don't know. Or am I thinking of a different island? No, I'm thinking of a different island. That was, north of here, if I remember right. That was, like, up here at Port-au-Prince or Santo Domingo, is in that area. I think this is the governor's mansion, right? Or no, this is Albert Lockley's office. I remember having to talk to him for a quest. And then this was Blackwood's? No, this isn't Blackwood. This is some other officer's house where we couldn't find the sword after, because you only have 10 in-game days to claim it. I do find it interesting the chests have refilled, though, since nobody lives here anymore, because I killed them. Not a bad place to farm every time I come here. Check this house for goods. This, I think, is the brothel. Yep. I didn't left click to enter. I don't know why that put me in there. Okay, so I went around the outside, didn't see the house I was looking for. Let's try the interior area. Greetings, in my home, gentlemen. What can I do for you? Levasseur sends his regards, monsieur. So that's how it is. Alicia, leave us, please. These gentlemen have business with me. I love you, darling. Go on, then. Just gonna go upstairs while we kill him? Wondrous works, O Lord. It was worth losing everything to find the love of your... It was worth losing everything to find the love of your life at the end of the world. Gentlemen, I'm all yours. I don't suppose we'll be able to make a deal? No, and don't try ask for mercy either. It is not fitting for a Knight of the Order to ask for mercy. A former knight, though. The bureaucrats wouldn't have all the ink in the world to take that title away from me. In that case, prove it, but first satisfy my curiosity. Are you a traitor to the crown? Otherwise, I don't understand why Lavassier wanted your life so badly. I am faithful to my oath, so do not begrudge me that. I will only say that a traitor to the crown has sent me to eliminate another traitor. And he'll do it again and again until a brother more capable than me succeeds. Enough talk, gentlemen, to battle. I'll only say that a traitor to the crown sent me to eliminate another traitor. Huh.
Every time I'm losing an argument, my handgun starts talking.
He got poisoned. Holy shit. The devil he was, there's no way I could have beaten him myself. Somehow, I don't feel very happy about this victory. I suppose we're done. His health is going down. I'm gonna have to speed through this unless that health stops depleting. Not quite. First, we have to clean up to eliminate the girl who ran to the second floor. What? Stand down. Have you lost your mind? You don't have to do anything, Cap. Reputation, check pass, perk, check pass. Okay, I can stop speed reading because he isn't losing health anymore. My bad, Captain. True, Lavassier's orders clearly stated to take out not only the knight, but all his companions. All of them, you understand? These people are not to be trifled with, and their demands must be taken seriously. Don't stop me from doing my job, Cap. One last dirty job. And then I'm with you to the end, I swear. Trustworthy and honor. You once said I was destined to fly high, and you were happy to contribute to that. To hell with you, do your dirty work, I accept your oath, and you'd better take it deadly seriously. Do we understand each other? Not at this price, Claude. I won't let you kill that girl. Let's try trustworthy and honor option. I did. What's your point, Cap? Prove to me that those words were not idle chatter. You want to earn a place on my team, a share in future spoils, follow my orders. Don't touch the girl. Why? Because if you don't, you'll be a butcher forever. And I don't have room for people like that. This is the second time you and I are about to fight to the death, Cap. And once again, you win thanks to your gift for scratching your tongue? You said it. Well, to hell with the girl. I'm an animal after all. Permission to join the crew. Welcome aboard, Claude, for real this time. Aye, aye, Captain. Whew. That's why I was getting worried. His health was down to like 40 there. Honor increased, new entry in the logbook. Dueling sword, shotgun revolver, karate cuirass, a purse, and an amulet crucifix. Blessed Catholic crucifix brings miraculous salvation. Where a sinner would die, the righteous will only be wounded. Increase defense against crit damage by 15%. That's pretty cool. Also, it's counted as a Christian item, so when you use other Christian amulets, it does have an effect, I'm pretty sure, of them stacking. Trying to find another one. There's another one. I know there was one where, like, the more you have of them, you get, like, a 5% bonus or something for each one you have. Anywho.
Every time I'm losing an argument, my handgun starts talking.
Alright. So he's now unkillable. If I understand correctly, he's now permanently part of the crew. Now I can purchase wine and rum on the 15th. Okay. Alright. So we're all done here. We're about to have a sea battle, though. And I've got to... Actually, you know what? I'm going to leave this here. It is time for me to run. We're at 40 minutes. I actually went a little bit over time this morning. Because I'm going to be going to celebrate Thanksgiving. And I want to finish up something else before the stream tomorrow. I'm going to do a second Caribbean Legend video today. Second one will be at the normal 6 p.m. time. And then we'll have the stream tomorrow, and then we'll pick back up with the Bloodline tomorrow evening. Yeah, so leaving it here for now, guys. We are going to do the sea battle as soon as we start this evening. But hope you all have a good one. Happy early Thanksgiving to anybody else who's celebrating it early, like my family is. And we'll see you again tomorrow.